Sports Stars Magazine here with Kaitlyn Raagas, Francis Parker. The heart of this group, even coming into today, was the biggest of any program in all of the state of California, not just the San Diego section. After what I've seen today, it's like the courage, the grit, the will, the determination to have Gigi, unfortunately hit her head off the ground, and obviously, Bella go down with her leg, Bree foul out and whatnot. Like, I mean, obviously, this group has been so faithful and so persevering throughout the year. But I mean, how did you and the group that was on the court just stay so so trusting in each other, trusting in Courtney, just to be like, whatever the Lord's will is going to be, like, we have to finish the game?
Yeah, I think from the beginning of the season we faced a lot of adversity, whether it was like the schedule we had or just with injuries. I mean, like you said, there's so many people that have been going in and out throughout the whole season, and I think we felt prepared in the moment. We know that we earned our position to be there, and I think it just speaks highly of our character. I mean, Courtney always preaches, at the end of the day, it's your character that matters, and I think all of us know that we're gonna compete till the very end, and we wanted to win no matter what. I mean, I think fourth quarter's 2 minutes left, down by 7. We were still in it.
Absolutely.
I definitely think that again, it's just our character and the adversity we face. There's that.
Just in terms of what you ladies felt like when you were finally starting to get the push, and even with Gigi out in the second half, it was in the third and fourth quarter, it's they make a little bit of run, you respond. We've seen it from the group the entire season. I mean, even probably up until the point where Bree fouled out, because eventually it's just the person, Courtney can only go so deep in the bench. There's only so many available bodies, right? Probably until the point where or Bree fouled out, like you said. It's a it's a 2-possession game or a 3-possession game. Did you still feel like you were getting the looks that you wanted? You were getting people the touches that you wanted at the offensive end? Yeah,
I definitely think that even second half when Gigi went out, I think we were able to do what we wanted to do. Obviously, there was some times where we didn't do our assignment, especially on defense. I think defense is the area that killed us. We got our shots off on offense. We just needed to convert them, and I think getting second chance points would have definitely helped. But I definitely think after Mendez went out, it definitely got a little harder, just with what's it called? We had certain lineups in that.
The rotations they're challenging, right?
They were.
And they're, I mean, even if you're at full strength, even if you have Kaia and Bree, right? When you play them in December, that this is a challenging team to defend, because they can attack you at the rim, and then then they're also the team with the most 3-pointers in the entire state of California, right? So just in terms of when Courtney's having to put fresh bodies in there, and maybe people in roles and responsibilities that they're not always familiar with and accustomed to, they're going to fight, and they're going to play with courage and play with heart. But it's just sometimes it's just matchups are matchups, right?
Yeah, exactly. So
In a big arena like this, right? Because I mean, obviously, when you ladies won the Division II championship, last year, not in an arena like this, did you feel like that you and Bree and and the other Rhea and Audrey, the other Peyton, the other perimeter shooters on the team, when you're looking at an open-ended backdrop and whatnot, is that something that you can work through just during the span of warm-ups, or what is that depth perception? What is that aesthetic like?
I know, me and some of our teammates were saying how our depth perception felt off, but I think Courtney reminded us at the beginning of warm-ups to kind of go slow and then pick up your pace. Usually we see the ball go in a little bit, and I think when we got here we kind of walked around the arena too, just getting the feel for it. I think I did an okay job adjusting pretty well. I just think that obviously the court being more open and long, and with the NBA 3-point line, that really kind of threw off our spatial awareness. I think our new gym actually is on the longer side.
Yes.
Definitely. So I think that definitely played to our advantage in the high school setting, but playing in an arena like this, that's obviously very different. But I think we adjusted at times and stuff. I think it just wasn't consistent.
Yeah. Last thing, I mean, obviously not in any way, shape, form, or fashion diminishing the opportunity that's in front of you and the girls in the state playoffs. But Lord willing, health providing, and I can't emphasize health providing more for you and the group, because I think that you have faced every amount of adversity that any team should face in a career in the span of a season this year. But the fact of the matter is, everybody that played for Mission Hills is eligible to come back. Everybody that played, and even the ones that didn't play for Francis Parker tonight, eligible to come back. Like, is not that you and the group need any extra motivation or inspiration, but is this going to be the type of thing that you hope drives the group next year to say, you know, we want to see them again on this court under the lights in 2026?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we lost them again earlier this season. That was already motivation coming into this game, and just falling short, even though we know we earned our position to be here, and obviously we believe that we could have won. I think that everyone's just going to use this as more motivation going into next season, but then especially going to the states coming up.
Kaitlyn, phenomenal job. Like I said to you, just having you back against Rancho Bernardo was a blessing. I didn't know how much of a blessing it was going to be, considering all your other teammates and the adversity that they face. But like I said, hoping for a very fruitful one for you and the group in the state playoffs, and then obviously get everybody healthy, get everybody refocused and reloaded, and ready for a great 25 and 26 for the Francis Parker Lancers. Fantastic job tonight.
Thank you so much.